Hi, welcome back to my channel where we talk about life, business, and everything in between. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to talk a little bit about objections, sales objections, and how we can change our perspective around that and a better way to handle it so that you are not getting into your own way when it comes to selling. Welcome. For those who do not know me, my name is Shayna, and I am the founder of Catalyst Consulting, where we are a coaching and consulting firm, and we help entrepreneurs and business owners scale from $5,000 revenue to $100,000 plus. And so we do that by using simple systems, and we are able to help our clients achieve this with average of 9 months within their business. So I would love to connect with you. If you are interested in any of our supports, please feel free to connect with us. And while you're at it, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I try to come regularly to drop knowledge, to share my perspective, and I love being able to engage with you guys, even behind the scenes. So let's get started. One of the things that I believe that if you sell from a place of freedom, of autonomy, it's actually more effective. Reason being is because your clients, they are superheroes. They are running businesses. They're entrepreneurs. They're mothers. They're fathers. They have so many things that's going on. And if you are a coach or consultant, you're not working, and depending on your industry, your client pretty much have an idea of what they need help with. And so because of that, if you're leading with autonomy, meaning that you know that your clients have the ability to make decisions and make the best decisions for them, that's a better way to sell. If you're coming off pushy or bossy, or we use the term thirsty, or like you're trying to oversell, overconvince in selling, this can actually push your clients away. You want to be able to lean into them to listen and process their questions outside of your own self, outside of your own emotions, to actually show up in the sales conversation the best way possible, providing the analytics that they're requesting, providing the outcomes, and then being clear on the offer that you are actually trying to sell to them at that moment. So definitely leading with autonomy and belief that your client has the ability to make decisions is the best way to go. This is one big thing, that it doesn't matter how much money you're making in your business. The depersonalization of the word no is important, because sometimes, even though you may hear the word no and you've practiced and have things in place to embrace the word no, sometimes it can still internally have an effect on your heart posture when it comes to yourself, or even how you're showing up on sales calls, or even showing up on social media, in networking events, or in just even direct message, because you have to be able to detach yourself from outcome. So detaching yourself from the answer is the key. You're only responsible to show up, to do the work, to sell the offer, to be confident in what you're selling, to make sure that you're selling something that you are able to deliver on. But anything else outside of that, you are not responsible for that. So you want to get to a place of depersonalization, and to detach yourself from outcomes, detach yourself from them saying yes and or no. And this is a challenge, because most of the time, let's be honest, we are competitive by nature. If you're an entrepreneur and you're running a business, you're a coach, you're a consultant, you have a different archetype of how you see and process challenges. But sometimes, you're also human. So hearing the word no, you're feeling like you're showing up, you're doing all the work, and you're on this call and you're like, I'm going to nail it this time. But then the answer the client gives you is no, or not right now. That can kind of be hard and challenging, but you are not responsible for the outcome. You're not responsible for the answer. You're responsible to show up, be confident, be clear, be cooperative in that conversation, and just actually just be, think about if you were on the opposite end and had questions or concerns, especially with the economy as it is. It's hard for all entrepreneurs and business owners. And I'm not saying it's hard, meaning people are not still doing it. I'm saying it's a different climate. Things are changing, so it's important that you are able to be vulnerable and to show up inside of these sales calls with a heart, right? Not just only looking out for yourself, but being able to offer something that's really transformational, that they're able to actually glean in or grow from, and it's actually a need for them. It's a necessity for them to actually purchase from you. And last, I want to talk about is not getting stuck in that messy middle. Sometimes no or not right. Sometimes not right now is not always no. And so being able to still show up to be able to be present. Sometimes they may say, hey, I would have to go back and consult. I love the offer, but I want to consult with my husband. That's okay. I want to think about this a little bit more. Or can you send me some data or some analytics to just show some of the outcomes or the tangibility that you can offer in exchange for what you're selling? These things can feel like pressure sometimes, but really, if you are able to lean forward, to be present, and to be change your perspective to not trying to get an answer, but more so being able to support the client to get to an outcome, to get to the answer, to get to the best decision for them. And that's the key word: the best decision for them, not for you, not for your pockets, not for your revenue, but the best decision for them. Your selling is a form of service. And so if you're not able to serve or be a problem solver and you're just trying to actually sell, that is very selfish. And so these little things can help shift your perspective and your mindset when it comes to sales objections, and allow you to be present and not take control of the sales conversation, but be present and lead and be the leader in the sales conversation. Your clients need you to lead. Sometimes they need clarity. Sometimes they are suffering with fear or wavering in their faith because they've invested in things so many times trying to get to a specific outcome. Or some of them have had and it didn't work, and some have had great experiences, but now they're trying to be very strategic on their resources and where they spend their money. All things can be true, two things can be true, but we want to be able to be the leader in the of our companies, to show up and offer solutions to problems and to be effective and efficient. And so hopefully these three things will help shift your mindset the next time you're showing up in or selling, whether it's on social media networks or even in DMs, to show up in confidence and to show up in clarity. And I would love to be able to connect with you. We are actually at a place where we've been building out a lot of the signature sales systems for our clients, small business owners up to mid-sized business owners. We've helped them craft their offers and position their offers in a way that they're able to have an increase in revenue, even during climates like this. And it's not something that we are taking lightly. It's actually an exciting opportunity. And so right now we're running a challenge. So this is a 5 free day challenge where we're helping you craft your signature sales system. And this is something that you can join wherever. So if you're interested, please drop me in the comments below, and then we'll connect with you and get you the link so that you're able to sign up. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for always being a present and for always taking your time out to even learn. Hopefully, if whatever you're able to take from this conversation, please feel free to share it as well below. We will connect with you again soon. Have a great day.